makes it nice.
Tri-State is going to kick off to begin this ball game. They are traveling right to left against the immaculate surface here at Tri-State University. The Spartans back to receive, 2-8 a year ago. It's the captain, Mitch Harnish, on the right side, ready to go, and the speedster, Jovan Joyner, ready to crank things up inside the 5 to the left. And the kicker for Tri-State, Justin Hoover. They have been calling him Money. He has been money in practice. 5'10", 175, the senior from Napoleon, Ohio. Hoover's ready. Tri-State now breaking their huddle, getting ready to start the season. Manchester wearing their black pants. It's the black and old gold from the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference. The black helmets with a gold M scripted on top. Hoover's ready. Here comes the run-up and the kick, and the 2006 Tri-State Thunder football season is underway. Joyner catches at the 20 to the 25, and he is spilled at the 27-yard line. Tri-State fired up right now. Manchester begins from there at about the 27, the first offensive possession of the brand new year.
That was a nice hustle and a nice stick there, Aaron.
Chase Caulfield had the tackle from Bluffton. Here comes the spread offense. We're going to see him throw the ball around a ton today. Manchester's quarterback getting the start is Joel Hawkins, the sophomore. Hawkins in the shotgun to begin. There are 4 wide receivers, 2 split to each side. In the backfield is Brandon Wells, and he gets the draw play up the middle to 30 to 35. Wells left sideline 40, breaks a tackle to the 45, and spills all the way ahead to the 48-yard line. And that is his first collegiate carry. It's Brandon Wells, the freshman from Woodland High School in Woodburn, Indiana. And a big gain and a first down, and here we go again up to the 47.
Pretty good hustle out of that young man.
Hawkins getting the sign from the sideline. His head coach, Shannon Griffith, in his 3rd year. 2 wides each side. Wells, a surprise starter. They had Brent Ash, their leading rusher from a year ago, did not get the start in the backfield, and he gets the draw play again. Same play to midfield, and he pushes Thunder defenders across into Thunder territory at the 49. And a gain of about 4. That leaves 2nd and 6. Second down and about 5. 3 wide receivers now. Trips to the right. Harnish, the captain, is in the slot. Cork is wide right. Jovan Joyner is in to the right side. Wells still in the backfield. Hawkins shotgun option play, pitches it to the right, in space to the 45, lowers his head and shoulder tackled, and he is near a first down. He appears to have it at the 41-yard line, and he does. A gain of about 7, and a Manchester first down.
Might add, Aaron, if we got a quick second, Wells is the personal protector in this shotgun, and they feed and read him, and that's given Tri-State a little bit of confusion right now with the fake that he's providing, but they'll get that straightened around. 5
receivers this time, 2 tight ends to the right side, Cardwell and also Jared Yoder split wide right. 13:37 to go here in the first quarter, just underway. Manchester driving. Had the ball at their own 27-yard line. 2 big plays by Wells and then a first down run. Wells has gotten the ball all 3 times, twice on the draw play, once on the option pitch. And now Hawkins checks off of the line of scrimmage. The spread offense is in effect. 3 wides to the left side. And the snap and the draw play directly up the middle, the quarterback draw. And he hits a defender at the 39-yard line, spills ahead to the 36-yard line. A gain of about 5 at 2nd down and 5.
Yes, the Thunder defense is set to stop this next play. It's going to be a big play.
2nd down and 5, no huddle offense. Wells still to the left side of Hawkins in the backfield. Harnish, the captain, is split to the left. Cork is wide left. Jovan Joyner and Yoder to the right side. 2nd down and about 5. 12:52 to go here in the first quarter. First possession. Fake draw, throwing left side, complete to Harnish, the captain, inside the 30 and wrap tackled out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That's a first down for Manchester to the left, and again they move the sticks.
Pretty good job there out of the Manchester young man taking the flat. completing that pass for that first down, Aaron. We're going to have to work a little bit on that flat coverage.
First completion of the ball game. Ball at the 24-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. In motion from right to left is Cardwell. Inside draw again, hit in the backfield, breaks the tackle, gets ahead to the 25, and then he is spilled on the attack for Tri-State University as he immediately broke a tackle in the back, got ahead for about a yard. And now it's second, and actually they have marked him down for a loss of 2. It's 2nd and 12.
Excellent balance out of Wells. He was stopped.
Ball at the 26-yard line, 2nd down and 12. Joyner and Harnish to the right side along with the freshman Jordan Court from Speedway, the freshman. Hawkins now back in the shotgun. 2nd down and 12. 11:45 remaining here in the first quarter. Here comes the option. Pitch to Wells right side. And he's tackled, ankle tackled by Travis Foster as he took his feet out from under him at the 27-yard line. Maybe pushes ahead for a yard, but Travis Foster deep with the penetration. He's the senior from Monroe, Adams Central, and it is now 3rd. 3rd and 11. They give him a short gain on the play.
It's a way to close that gap coming around the edge of the field there, and his closing time was excellent, and that's really important.
Hawkins from the shotgun, 3rd and 11. Ball on the 25-yard line of the Thunder. In motion is Joyner right to left. Back to pass Hawkins, feeling some pressure, rolling right, feeling pressure again. He's to the 25 and bounces out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Hawkins gains about 3, but he is well shy of a first down. And the Tri-State Thunder defense has stepped up and has gotten to stop. And now it's decision time for their head coach, Shannon Griffith.
Travis Foster that time, number 11, came up really nice and pinned him to the sidelines, and that was really critical for the Thunder at that point. There's a lot of things going on here.
4th down and 10, and they are going for a big play early from the Tri-State 24-yard line. 10:42 remaining, opening drive of the brand new season. Hawkins calling an audible, trips to the left, Joyner to the right, along with Cardwell split wide right. And back to pass, looking to throw. He throws deep, end zone, right side, touchdown, Jovan Joyner. A 24-yard touchdown catch in coverage, and that is the speed the sophomore brings to the table. Runs a 4.59 and he took that speed to the pylon, and Manchester leads it early 6-0.
Well, it was an excellent pass. He put it right on the money, right up towards the sidelines in the corner of the end zone, and it got it over the defender, and that's what it takes.
10:26 to go here in the first. And their place kicker in, Casey Allison, to try to attempt the extra point. And the kick is up, and it is good. And Manchester strikes first on the big-time 4th down play touchdown to Jovan Joyner. 10:26 to go in the first. We'll take a break. It's Manchester 7 and Tri-State nothing.
88X.
They trailing early 7-0. And the high-octane Tri-State offense ready to get their hands on the ball for the first time. Hickok is to the right side, ready to receive, and Nick Garvey to the left side. Here comes the run-up and the kick, and it's end over end. Fielded inside the 15 to the 20, right sideline 25, and shy of the 30-yard line. And that's where Tri-State's new offense will begin. They trail it. It is 7-0 with 10:09 remaining here in the first quarter. And coach, a new rule that people may not be familiar with. They normally would have the clock stopped at this point, but as soon as the ball is set now after a kick, they're going to start rolling that clock. That's going to cut down on the duration of these college football games. So a new rule, you'll see the ball set down. They'll wind their arms as they normally do, and that clock will start again.
Ah, that's something I didn't know.
Yep.
Thanks for bringing that up to all the listeners, including myself.
And the referees right now trying to get things straightened out. And it's going to be a little bit of a learning experience. Right now they're trying to correct the clock. I think it was running. It should be at about 10:09 to go. But Manchester leads at 7-0. They took the opening drive from their own 27, and eventually on a 4th down and 11 play threw a touchdown to Jovan Joyner. That's Joyner's first collegiate touchdown. He had 9 catches a year ago, last year as a freshman. Joel Hawkins, their quarterback, had 2 starts last year. And Levi Canuck is in. Split backs in the backfield for Tri-State. Garvey in motion. And the trap play directly up the middle for first down to the 35 or the 40. Dragging tacklers is Troy Hershey to the 42-yard line. And a gain of 14 for the rumbling fullback. Tri-State first down.
Nice movement out of the offensive line that time.
Hershey
Nice.
6'1" and 195 from Monroe Adams Central High School. Ball now at the 43-yard line for Tri-State. The run and shoot offense. Hickok is to the wing left. 2 wides now to the right side. Hershey is a setback. Garvey in motion. He gets it on the sweep left side to the 40. Garvey breaks an ankle tackle, slips a tackle again to the 45, and cuts inside across midfield. And a gain of about 8 on the first collegiate carry ever for Nick Garvey. It's second down and around 2.
I like the way the line's getting off the ball once again.
Garvey 5'9" and 165. A gain of 8. Ball now pushed ever so slightly into Manchester territory. Split backs in the backfield. In motion again is Garvey, and the give is on the sweep, this time to Luke Hickok, and he is wrapped and tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Hickok maybe pushes forward for a yard, but it's now third down and short.
That time they had Darren Taylor pulling to the right. Kendallville young man.
No gain officially for Luke, who played here 2 years ago from Indianapolis. He's a basketball player as well in high school. Third down and 2, a big play. The give is to Hershey, trying to push his way for a first down, but he is stacked on the wrap to the left side, shy of a first down. Good penetration by the Manchester defensive line as he tried to string out the defense to the left, but 3 players impeded his progress, and now it is fourth down and about a yard, and Matt Land is going for it, and the crowd likes it. Hershey 2 carries, 15 yards. Levi Canuck, the quarterback, making his first start. The toss sweep to the right side, and he is down in the backfield. And big-time penetration by the all-conference strong safety, Jared Markham. He was not fooled at all. They tried the misdirection toss sweep to the right side, and Jared Markham was right in his kitchen, and it is Manchester ball in Tri-State territory.
Well, his job is to contain, and that's exactly what the young man did. The block was not there.
So Tri-State turns it over on downs. Manchester with a short field at Tri-State's 47, leading at 7-0 with 8:17 and rolling to go here in the first. Hawkins, the quarterback, is back, and the inside draw this time to Brent Ash, breaks the tackle and pulls Tri-State players ahead to the 45, but good group tackling for Tri-State. A short gain of about 2. It's second down and 8.
I see the defense starting to come alive here.
Brent Ash, 5'10 and 220, the senior, gained almost 600 yards a year ago. Their leading rusher returning. They nicknamed him the minibus after Jerome Bettis. Big player in the backfield. They have trips now to the left. Second down and 8. Hawkins back in the shotgun, rolling left, gets some protection, throws left sideline complete for a first down at the 35-yard line. He completed to the freshman Jordan Court from Speedway. That's a Manchester first down, and again they move the sticks.
Manchester's got some good-sized young men up on that front line.
A gain of 10 for Jordan Cork. Manchester back at it, trips to the right side. Cork is all the way out to the right, and the draw play snuffed out immediately and snowed under is the minibus. Tri-State in the backfield.
Perry Taylor.
And making the play, yes, is Pierre Taylor, the freshman from Fort Wayne Harding. Travis Foster also in on the play. 2 wides to the right side. Slot right is Jovan Joyner has the touchdown today. Hawkins in the backfield along with Brent Ash. To the left side is Jared Yoder, a 6 feet, 170-pound sophomore from Frankfurt. Second and 10 at the Tri-State 35. Audible at the line of scrimmage. Stepping back in the shotgun is Hawkins. Hawkins gets the toss, looks to throw, throws left sideline, complete for a first down inside the 25 and near the 20. A gain of about 14 yards. And that was Jared Yoder we talked about before, grabbing in the first down pass.
They're picking on those flats, something fierce. When they get in trouble at all, Aaron, they're going to those flats. Got to tighten those up.
Hawkins 6'2" and 180. The sophomore made 2 starts a year ago, threw for 113 cumulative yards, had 2 touchdowns with an interception. But he's already thrown for a score today and looking for more. The ball now at Tri-State 21-yard line. Hawkins inside draw to Ashen. He is ankle tackled, upended by Tri-State. And it's Tab McNally, the freshman from Williamston, Michigan, making the stop. No gain, a 2nd and 10.
Like to see him stay on his feet, though. He kind of took the ground on that. Good thing that he didn't put a move on him.
They officially give him a yard, so Ash has been contained, though. 3 carries for as many yards here early. Jordan Cork split wide right. Slot right is Jovan Joyner. Cardwell in the game, the tight end to the right side. Yoder to the left. Brent Ash alongside Hawkins in the backfield. Rolling right, looking to throw, feeling the pressure. He breaks the tackle, and he will be knocked down in the backfield by Travis Foster. And waiting for his friends to arrive, and they did, in the form of Joe Curtis and also Tab McNally.
Taylor once again finding gaps to pursue. He's just doing a wonderful job getting in there.
So a loss of 1, so officially it is a sack. And Pierre Taylor blew it up, as the coach said. It's now 3rd down and 10. Tri-State down 7-0 with 5:15 and rolling to go here in the first. Audible from the sideline. Hawkins now informing his offensive line of the switch play. Trips to the left, 2 to the right, nobody in the backfield. Shotgun snap, looking to throw across the middle. Slant pattern complete to Cork at the 10, and then he's upended by 2 Thunder players. But he appears to have enough for a first down, a gain of about 11. And he needed 10. It will depend upon the spot. Cork's 2nd catch of the day. And the referees apparently are going to call for an official timeout for some measurements. So this is a little closer than it looked in the initial shot.
Manchester's been doing a fine job on 3rd downs, Aaron. They're coming up with a big pass play constantly over and over.
Well,
but that's a new defense, and, you know, it'll get better.
Yeah, Coach, last year, even though Manchester 2-8, they converted 42% of their 3rd down plays. So that's something they've been successful in this offense. And he is ever so slightly short of a first down. I mean, it's a matter of inches. So a gain of 10 officially for Cork, making a 2nd collegiate catch.
I don't think they'll kick.
I don't think they'll kick. They're going to go for it, leading at 7-0. Manchester with the ball in the lead with under 5 to go here in the first quarter. It will be interesting to see what call they call out of the spread, whether they will go finesse or power. They have their power man, the minibus, Ash, in the backfield. Probably would expect the quarterback keep, though. He is under center, Hawkins. We'll see if that's what they do. Hawkins ready for the snap. And he gets it. Here comes the quarterback keep up the middle. There is some movement. It will depend upon the spot.
Yes.
He literally needed 2 inches. So if the referee can give him a shoe length, he will have it. And he appears to have it.
Thunder didn't back off, though. I'm proud of him there.
And he does have the first down. So Manchester now just outside the 10. They can get a first down without scoring. 4:44 on the clock, 7-0 Manchester. Ball at the Tri-State 10. Ash in the backfield, Hawkins now under center. 2 wides to the left, it's Yoder, it's Jovan Joyner. Harnish the captain and Court to the right side. In the shotgun, Hawkins waiting for the snap. It comes to the sophomore. Inside draw, left to Ash, and he is ripped down as he tries to back his way across the 10. Tri-State with some heavy penetration. It was led by the captain, Adam Garvin. No gain.
You notice, too, Aaron, on that, what I call feed and read, he can feed that ball to that fullback, and he can pull it out and keep it and come the opposite direction.
Absolutely. That's going to set up the play-action pass later. You can watch for that. Actually lost a yard. 2nd down and goal. They pulled it back. It looked to be 1st and 10 just outside the goal line, but officially it is goal. So 2nd and goal at the 11. Hawkins shotgun rolling right, looking to throw. He throws across his body, complete at the 5. Cardwell breaks the tackle, dragging tacklers, and finally upended at the 4-yard line. He is shy of the end zone. It is going to be 3rd and goal at about the 4. Cardwell 6'4" and 230, a big-time target. Had a touchdown last year along with 8 catches. He's from Kokomo, went to Northwestern High School, and it's 3rd and goal at the 4. Clock running down, 3:25 and ticking. First quarter, Manchester leading Tri-State in the debut of Matt Land, 7-0.
Tri-State's moving a few new players in on D down there now, Aaron.
Hawkins from the shotgun, 3rd down and 4, in motion left to right is Cardwell, the tight end. Inside draw to the speedy Wells, and he's ripped down from behind in the backfield. Joe Curtis, Michael Glidden, Dan Chase, and more. And Tri-State stops him as 4th down and goal at the 5.
Excellent stop. Get some enthusiasm out of that defense. Defense is so important to start out a season when you've got a lot of rookies out there. Got to get the confidence. You can get it on defense fast.
He lost a yard. This is not a Manchester team that likes to attempt field goals. In fact, 2 years ago, they did not attempt a single field goal. Last year, they attempted 5. And they've been kind of having a battle with their field goal kickers between Kevin Phelps, who's their punter, and Casey Allison, who's their freshman kicker. But it looks like they're going to take some time to talk about this. It is 4th down and goal at the 5-yard line. Tri-State down 7-0, but decision time for Shannon Griffith right now. And they'll take a timeout and talk. And they are going to go for the field goal. It officially will be a 22-yarder.
Probably not a bad call. I think the points are pretty sure down here, but never.
Here comes the snap. It is down. The kick is low, and it is no good. It looked like Matt Eby got a piece of that kick. Tri-State holds. It is 7-0 Manchester.
That's
the crowd
a big stop.
It.
That's a big stop, Aaron, for the Thunder right now. They really needed that. Maybe the deliberation taking so long to decide. Maybe they didn't really have all the confidence in their kicking game yet.
So Tri-State will take over. By rule, it'll be at the 20-yard line. And here comes the offense. Sam Hartman trots on the field, along with Garvey to the right side, Hickok to the left, and Cam Bailey making his debut today is split wide side left. Bailey 6 feet and 160 from Columbia City. Tri-State running directly up the middle, trying to push the pile forward, maybe for a yard. And it was Hershey, the fullback, out of the backfield, limping ever so slightly. He gets 2. It is 2nd down and 8. Troy Hershey actually won a state title in baseball back in high school in 2001 and played some baseball at Huntington College before transferring to Tri-State. 2nd and 8, ball at their own 22-yard line. Levi Canuck back to pass, and he throws a screen pass to Hershey, complete. Hershey to the 25, right sideline 30, 35, and Troy Hershey rumbling his way up to the 38-yard line. A gain of 16, Coach. That's a simple screen, and it worked.
Good play call by the Thunder coaching staff. I'm sure some of the help's coming from upstairs. They're seeing some things now that may make a difference in this ball game.
Those are the kind of passes you like to get young quarterbacks to build up the confidence. That's
exactly.
The first collegiate completion for Levi Canuck.
Good point. Yeah, first collegiate. He's a freshman. Yeah.
Canuck 6'1" and 175, threw for over 2,000 yards last year in high school, so he can sling the ball. Ball at the Thunder 38, and the hesitation play. Canuck keeps it, and Andy's stacked in the backfield for a loss, and officially a sack. It was an option to the right side. He had a pitched man. He elected to keep it, and he is tackled for a loss of 2. It is 2nd down and 12.
I think they're still testing the waters. They're trying different offensive situation plays, and they're going to come up with something.
Deron Jenkins on the sack, 6'2" and 205 from Indianapolis, the exercise science major. 2nd and 11, clock under 1 minute to go, first quarter. Tri-State down 7-0. Play action fake, going for the bomb across the middle of the field. He has Hickok to the 20, to the 10, to the end zone, and a Luke Hickok touchdown.
Well, I think that was something. I said they're going to come up with something.
He built his confidence. He threw it straight over on the home run play. It was the post pattern, Coach. Hickok caught it in stride, went the rest of the way using that speed. 63-yard touchdown for Luke Hickok, the first of his career. And Coach, the Matt Land era has officially begun.
Yes, and let's not leave that offensive line out. Let's give him a lot of credit. That's a 5-step drop, which takes 3.2 seconds, you know.
Yeah.
That line has to hold is what I'm saying, Aaron. That, a lot of credit to that line,
Post pattern across the middle. He found the seam and took care of it. Shot out of a proverbial cannon was Hickok. Here comes the kick. It is good by Justin Hoover, and this game is tied.
Hey, we got ourselves a ball game.
And these fans are happy. 48.3 to go here in the first quarter. Tri-State deadlock University. Tri-State 7 and Manchester 7. It was the big play. It was Levi Canuck throwing his first collegiate touchdown to Luke Hickok. Tri-State has tied things up 7-7 with 48.3 to go here in the first. This crowd basking in the sun, excited.
I see Coach Land down there. He's pretty pumped up right now. This guy's got a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of talent. And his staff can get this job done.
Hickok with the catch. Did not catch a pass 2 years ago when he played for Tri-State. Justin Hoover ready for the run up of the 35. Here comes the kick. It is in the air. Another short kick, kicking it away from the deep man. The fair catch called by Billy Cardwell inside the 30. And that's where Manchester will begin. So kind of an interesting scenario, respecting the speed of the Manchester deep men. Elects to kick it short. And they'll cut their losses at the 29-yard line with some newfound momentum, tied up at 7. Manchester offense is back on the field. It's Joyner, it is Harnish, it is Cork wide right. One wide to the left side. Brandon Wells is the tailback to offset to the right of Hawkins. Hawkins again gets all his plays from the sideline. He gets it, calls the audible at the line of scrimmage, steps back into the shotgun, and we're ready to go again. And the snap and the draw and the stick in the backfield. He is going nowhere except on his back. Tri-State blows up the play inside on the draw.
That's the stuff that defenses can bring to the table right there. The quickness off the ball is getting better and better and better. Quickness is so important at this point, Aaron.
And the first half will run out, or the first quarter will run out. It is a loss of 4 and a big play to end the first. And we have finished one. The Shy Field contingent comes to their feet. After one, Tri-State 7, Manchester 7. This back to you live at Tri-State University. 1 quarter in the books of the brand new era. Tri-State 7 and Manchester 7. The Spartans started early on their first drive, connecting 24 yards to Jovan Joyner for the touchdown. Then it appeared as though they were on the run again, but a missed field goal for 22 yards at the 2:31 mark. Then it was a Tri-State offense, a 63-yard post pattern to Hickok from Levi Canuck. This ball game is tied. Second down now and 14. Hawkins, the quarterback, 6 for 6 so far for 76 yards. Yet to throw an incompletion. He's from Goshen, went to Fairfield High School. 3 wides to the right side. It is Jared Yoder to the short side left. Hawkins again gets the play from the offensive coordinator on the sideline, informs his offensive players, steps back into the shotgun, and there's a whistle.
Having a little trouble with the clock. They're going to put 15 seconds back on the clock according to the PA system. Here we go.
Tri-State defense back in their blues, second down and 14. It appears to be Wells still in the backfield, but he has switched jerseys to 28, and we don't have a 28 on the roster, so I'm assuming that is Wells. Maybe he had some blood on his jersey. Quarterback sweep to the right side, inside cut to the 30, and ahead to about the 33-yard line was Hawkins. Hawkins gains about 7 on the play, but that still will leave a 3rd down and long.
I think you're right, Aaron. I really believe that is Wells in a different jersey, and I think you're explanation is correct.
Right.
Because it's the same bodies.
Yep.
It's twin brother if it's not him.
He gained officially 10, 3rd down and 6. 14:32 remaining here in the second. Tri-State and Manchester, we are tied up at 7. Harnish, the captain, slot left. Wide left is the freshman Cork. Jovan Joyner to the right side along with Yoder. Hawkins again gets the audible at the line of scrimmage. The spread offense. Stands back in the shotgun. Offset to the left side. Back to pass, feeling the pressure, and he is sacked in the backfield. Tri-State comes up with a big-time sack. Matt Eby was in on the play. Pierre Taylor again in on the play for Tri-State. And he also had some help up front by Eric Walker, the player from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
It was a pretty good move out of the quarterback, but Tri-State's in there 3-5, and that's a little bit tougher to take on those quarterback draws up the middle, but by golly, they did it, and I got to give, they kept their shoulders square.
Punter in for the first time. It's Kevin Phelps. 29 at the line of scrimmage. Tri-State back to receive at their own 32-yard line. And here comes the snap. The kick is up. It is a short punt hitting around midfield, and it takes a Manchester hop across the 40, across the 35,
right, yes,
and all the way across the 30. And it is down at the 28-yard line. So a very, very short punt.
20-yard bounce.
Fortuitous hop for Manchester.
Yards.
20 yards, and officially a 42-yard punt.
No, going back to Pierre that time, Taylor for Tri-State, if he turns his shoulders ever so slightly in that situation, he'll have trouble stopping that quarterback.
Yeah.
But he stayed perfectly parallel and square to the line of scrimmage, and that's what made the difference on that play.
Pierre Taylor, 6 feet and 260 from Fort Wayne Harding. Tri-State offense back on the field at their own 28. Sam Hartman split out to the right side. Hickok and Garvey to the left. Hershey the fullback, and Levi Canuck sees something he doesn't like and turns around and calls a timeout. And only 10 players on the field, and that was the reason. So some nice savvy shown by the freshman quarterback to realize that, to call the timeout rather than be penalized. Tri-State will go back on the field, ready at 1st and 10 with 12:54 remaining in the first half. The new era has begun, and it's been exciting. Tri-State 7 and Manchester 7. Tri-State back on the field, 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line with 12:54 remaining here in the second quarter, tied up at 7. Hartman short side right, all by himself. 3 wides to the left, can knock back to pass. Screen pass, throws it over the head of Troy Hershey, and it's incomplete, and it was almost intercepted. That ball threw about a foot over the head of Troy Hershey, backpedaling, knocked it down, and Josh Kapla, the inside linebacker, almost came up with the interception. Two completions already, though, for Levi for 79 yards. As we mentioned, last year threw for over 200 yards per game in high school. 2nd and 10 from the 28. Courtney Sanders in the game for the first time, and he gets the ball in the sweep to the left side, and Sanders wrapped by the neck and tackled near the line of scrimmage. A violent collision. Courtney Sanders took it to the left side, then tried to stutter step in, but a hand from the defender of Manchester on his neck pulled him down. And it is 3rd down and long for the Thunder.
It was 82 on that. I don't have him on my program, Aaron.
Officially a gain of 1 in the first collision carry for Courtney Sanders. He is also from Grand Rapids, Ottawa Hills. He came with Eric Walker down. 3rd down and 9 from the 29. Play action fake. Can knock back to pass. He throws high, right sideline, and it is complete to Adam Kurtz across midfield into Manchester territory. The first collegiate reception for the tallest player on the roster. Adam Kurtz at 6'3" and 195 pulls it in for the big play. A gain of 22 and a first down.
Excellent reception out of that young man. Perfectly thrown ball. ...101 yards now for Levi Canuck, throwing 3 out of 4. Tri-State Manchester territory, 1st down and 10. And the toss sweep to the right side, to the short side, picks his way across the 45, and actually he was marked out of bounds at the 47-yard line. It was Channing Tutterow getting his first carry. So Tri-State running in a lot of personnel here in the first half, and we'll see that throughout the year. Keeps everybody fresh. A gain of about 2 from the freshman from Marion. Channing Tutterow has a brother on this team, Zach Tutterow. Channing actually went to IPFW for a year, but now has decided to land in Angola. Kurtz, who had that big first down play, split out to the right side. Split backs in the backfield. Sanders in motion right to left, and the draw play to Hershey, 45, and he's tackled by the ankles. Tries to catapult the player ahead for a yard. His forward progress stopped after a gain of about 2. And that'll leave a 3rd down and 6.
Again on the play was Deron Jenkins, the linebacker from Indianapolis. He went to Arlington High School. 3rd down and 6. Big play for Tri-State. 11-14 and rolling to go second quarter. Tied up at 7. Sanders in motion again from right to left. Fakes it this time. Looking back to pass. Canucks going to tuck it and run. And he catapults a player to the 40. And he is near a first down. Appears to be about a yard short. He went airborne at the 42-yard line, and the crowd likes it, trying to push his nose ahead for the first down, but he is just a yard short.
I give him a 9.5 on that, on his front 360.
Absolutely.
I know you
He
can't
did the
see it out
somersault
there.
in the
Yeah,
air,
yes,
came
he did.
down with the ball, the nose of the ball just shy of a first down, and Tri-State, they are going for it. They have the formation to the right side, and Canuck keeps it himself, and he shoves it up the middle for a first down.
He's a gutsy young man, the Canuck. He shows a lot of savvy, as you said earlier, and a lot of toughness. Got right up after that airborne.
Yep, no question at all. He got right back up, shoved it up the middle, first down Tri-State. Players off the field. Josh Craddock was in the game for the first time. He's a tight end from Fort Wayne. Tri-State first down at the Spartan 38, tied up at 7 with 10:26 to go here in the second quarter. Toss sweep to Sanders, and he is tackled in the backfield by the ankles. And guess who it was? It was their all-conference starting safety, Jared Markham.
Nice play on defense by Markham. Move up.
Markham last year 62 tackles, which was second on the team. He's been all-conference the last 2 years. And a loss of 2 officially for Sanders. That's his second carry of the ball game. Markham from Goshen.
He made that play with a blocker right in his face, too.
He is one of the strongest players on the team, Coach. He benches 334 pounds and squats 475. Canuck back to pass. A lot of time. And the pump fake, and he runs. And he trips up to the 36-yard line. He will gain about 2. And it's a 3rd down and 8. So again, Levi Kanaki had plenty of protection that time. That experienced offensive line with the 3 captains up front gave him all the time in the world. And Kanak, to his credit, tucked it, ran, and he gained 4. And now it's 3rd down and 8. 9:16 remaining here in the first half, tied up at 7. Kurt split out to the right side. Sanders in motion, right to left. Play action fake, throws across the middle, and it's incomplete. Just underthrown a little bit across the middle, and his intended target came just shy. And he was looking for his tight end, as we mentioned before, Josh Craddock across the middle, but now it's 4th down and 8. Tri-State shows no indication at all of punting the ball away at the Manchester 36. Both coaches have been very, very aggressive here early. Kurt split out to the right side as a big catch already. Tutterow is in the backfield along with Hershey. Sanders in motion, play action fake, looking to throw. He throws it right sideline, and it's in and out of the hands of Kurtz at the 20-yard line as he made his cut toward the sideline, and Kurtz not happy with himself. He knew that's one he should have come up with, but only a freshman. That'll give the ball back to Manchester.
You got to give him credit, though. The ball was there. The blocking was there. Sometimes you don't look it in. You take your eyes off it at the last second, and that's exactly what happened. I think he wanted to make sure there was no immediate danger. You know, you're in a bad position when you're hung out there.
Very well conceived play, a very well executed play, but just didn't work out. Manchester ball now at the 36-yard line. In motion is Joyner. He gets the ball in the sweep, breaks the tackle. He's ahead to the 40, the 45, inside slices near the first down. And Jovan Joyner with his 4.59 40 speed is near a first down. And he will have around 10, and yes, officially he does, as the referee pumps his right arm to indicate the first. Jovan Joyner, his first carry of the day. And again, remember, he had the touchdown catch earlier with 10:26 to go in the first.
He's got great quickness.
Joyner 5'7" and 160 from Lawrence North High School in Indianapolis. That's where Greg Oden, the big-time basketball recruit, played. He's going to play at Ohio State for probably a year. Here's the quarterback draw, and he keeps it, and he is tackled in the backfield. Officially a sack. Eby blew that play up. And also Tab McNally threw his helmet in there. A loss of 1. The sack for Matt Eby. 2nd down and 11.
Good closing time for Eby.
Eby, the leading tackler from a year ago with 83 tackles. That's his first collegiate sack. The junior 5'10", 195. Hawkins back into the shotgun. 2nd and 11. 2 wides right side. Hawkins throws across the middle, and it is incomplete. He trapped the ball right on the ground. The tight end thought he came up with the ball, and for the first time, that was Michael Maciejewski, the all-name team, 5'10" and 175, and he came just up short. He tried to come up with a shoestring catch.
Well, the official made a good call there. He was right on top of it, the backfield judge.
Back to play for Manchester, 3rd down and 11 at their own 46-yard line. Tri-State 7 and Manchester 7. 7:37 to go, 2nd quarter. Hawkins from the shotgun. Joyner to the left. 2 wides to the right. Back to pass. Hawkins throws across the middle, this time complete to the captain Harnish at the 40, and he is wound down by the defensive back Adam Schultz. So that's enough for a 1st down, a gain of about 14. Harnish, the captain from Bluffton, his first catch of the day. He's their leading returning receiver at 21 catches and 3 touchdowns a year ago. Harnish is to the right side along with Maciejewski and Joyner to the slot. To the left side is Jared Yoder on the short side. 4 wides all the time. Also a tight end in the game. Hawkins from the shotgun, back to pass. He throws to Joyner, incomplete out of the backfield. Threw it in front of him a couple of yards. Joyner tried to come up with a diving effort in the flat to the right, but just out of his outstretched hands, a 2nd and 10.
Little swing pass over in the flat, and that's a nice call for Joyner. I mean, with his speed, but that one you've got to be careful with. It can be pulled and gone the other way. The Thunder can pick that off if they try to keep that up too much.
Hawkins 7 for 9 for 90 yards here early. 2nd down and 10 at the Thunder 40. Manchester and Tri-State tied up at 7. Trips to the right side, 2 wides to the left side, empty backfield. In the shotgun is a sophomore Hawkins. Tri-State showing blitz, stepping back is Eby, throwing left sideline, complete, inside cut to the 30-yard line. A gain of about 10. Yoder with the catch on the sideline. And they appear to give him enough for the 1st down just across the 30. And it is a 1st down for the Spartans.
Quick coaching point here, Aaron. Tri-State putting on a pretty good pass rush. Need to get the hands up.
2nd catch of the day for Yoder from Frankfurt. He's a sophomore, 6 feet and 170. Ball to Thunder 29. Manchester now threatening. Tied up at 7, rolling down to 7 to go here in the 2nd quarter. 2 wides each side. Now there is a runner in the backfield. Back to pass is Hawkins. He throws left sideline complete to the 20. Inside cut to the 17. He is spun down by Derek Eby. And a 12-yard pickup on the play. Another 1st down for Manchester. They keep things moving. Manchester now in the red zone. 1st down and 10 at the Tri-State 18-yard line. Gain of 11 for Yoder. That's his 3rd catch of the ball game. Hawkins again turns around, gets his instructions from the sideline. A nice Manchester crowd today, really filling up the opposing bleachers.
It's a beautiful day.
Tri-State showing blitz again, but Eby dropping back. Back to pass, throws sideline, pylon, incomplete. He overthrew Jovan Joyner in the left side of the end zone. It was a double coverage back there for Tri-State, and it is 2nd down and 10.
I was watching the quarterback. He was a little upset about something. He was rapping to the official back there. I don't know what's wrong.
No huddle all day. For Manchester, gets a signal from the sideline. Hawkins again, yeah. 3 wides to the right side. Wells again wearing number 28 now. It's switched jerseys. He's in the slot to the right. 5 wide receivers. Jovan now in motion from left to right. Hawkins will run. The option play keeps it himself to the 15 to the 10, and he punishes Thunder players down to the 10-yard line. Hawkins, a very, very strong player, is shy of a 1st down, but at 6'2" and 180, he can lay a lick.
Yes, he can. He's a dandy.
Matt Eby, a player who can lay a lick as well, was in on the play. 3rd and 3. Wells leaves the game. And surprisingly, we have not seen more of Brent Ash. He's their leading rusher from a year ago. 5 wides. 3rd down and 3 from the Thunder 11. Tied up at 7. 5:56 remaining here in the second quarter. Hawkins from the shotgun. Eby again showing pressure. Drops back, feeling the pressure, screen pass to Cardwell in the backfield, and he's dropped. Travis Foster in on the play, and the captain, Adam Garvin, says not so fast. That's a loss on the play of 4. And now it's decision time again for Manchester. Coach, we saw their reticence earlier to try to kick the field goal. They decided to do it. It was blocked. And now we'll see what they try to do in the loss of 5.
This will be interesting.
They are going to go for it. It is 4th down and 8 from the Thunder 21. Big time play. Oldham back, a defensive back to the right side. Curtis out there as well. Malone to the left side. Matt Eby. Schultz playing safety. Ostensibly playing center field in the middle of the Tri-State D. Hawkins back to pass. The big play. Feeling the pressure, and it's knocked down by Tab McNally. Tab McNally was right in his face as he came for the sack, and he left his feet. And just like a volleyball play, knocked it right back in his face. Incomplete. Tri-State ball. They've turned him over on downs, and the crowd likes it.
Pretty confusing there because the quarterback, Hawkins, went back like it was a screen setup.
Yes, he did.
But I saw no screen.
Might have been a little confusion on the play. We mentioned a young quarterback and a young offense. But Tab McNally, they call that a roof in volleyball. Right back in his face, the rejection. And now it's Tri-State ball. Garvey in motion. Canuck keeps it himself, and he's tackled after a gain of a couple. He dives headfirst up to the 19, a gain of 3. It's 2nd down and 7, and again, showing his toughness on the quarterback keep. 4:28 remaining here in the first half, tied up at 7. Tri-State Manchester. But Tri-State has bowed its back on a couple of defensive possessions. They now get the ball back. Levi Canuck is under center. Back to pass, throws it left sideline, complete in the middle of the field to Bailey. The 25 to the 40, to the 45 to the 50, and all the way across midfield. It is Cam Bailey making the catch to the 46-yard line. Tri-State University a 1st down, and that is Bailey's first collegiate catch.
Very well executed play.
A gain of 34 for Cam Bailey. 6 feet and 160 from Columbia City, and yes, that is the old high school connection. Canuck went to Columbia City, Cam Bailey went to Columbia City, and the old high school buddies hooked up on that play for 34 yards. Matt Curry is also on this team from Columbia Central, not in the game right now. Draw play up the middle. It is Milton Sumter in the game for the first time, and he slices across the 45, down to the 44, a gain of about 3. It's 2nd down and 7. Sumter's an interesting story. His first collegiate carry. He is from all the way down in Stark, Florida. He actually attended Florida A&M for a year before coming north. 5'9" and 185. A gain of 3. 2nd and 7 for the Manchester 44. Garvey in motion. And the sweep play to the right is to Luke Hickok, and he is ripped down by the face mask, and that's going to be a penalty and probably a personal foul.
It looks like face mask all the way.
And he was violently torn down. It's always the decision of the referees whether to go for that incidental, the 5, or the personal foul, 15. And from where I'm standing, there is no indication at all that was incidental. And they will tack off 15. It's the personal foul variety, and automatic 1st down. The Thunder right now rolling.
Yes, I can feel the enthusiasm even up in the booth here today, Aaron. It's nice to be back to Tri-State and feel that emotion and that chemistry coming slowly.
3:13 remaining in the first half. 7-7. Tri-State on the move at the Spartan 34-yard line. Kirk split out to the left side. Garvey in motion right to left. Draw play. Milton Sumter picks his way near the 30, and he's tackled at that mark. But a gain of 4 running downhill at 2nd and 6. Two carries for 7 yards for Milton Sumter, who was the MVP of the Florida Shrine Bowl his senior year. That's an all-star game in Northeast Florida.
You've got some amazing statistics for the listeners out there.
Ball at the 30-yard line, 2nd down and 6, 2:36 and rolling. Play action fake, back to pass, middle of the field, complete to Luke Hickok, and he is blindsided, but holds on to the ball at the 21, and he has a 1st down the hard way.
So far, so good. He took that lick, and he's going to keep on ticking. There's no doubt about it.
Luke already has that touchdown of 63. That's a gain of 8 and a 1st down. Tri-State on the move with 2:25 to go here in the 1st half. 7-7, Tri-State and Manchester. Canuck is under center. In motion is Garvey. Draw play, Milton Sumter looking for room. He cuts it inside to the 15, and he is stacked back by a bevy of Spartans. That play initially supposed to go inside. Didn't see anything there. Tried to cut it out and then decided again to cut it inside. Some shifty moving in the backfield, and he forges his way to the 16-yard line, and that's a gain of 6.
Nice feet. He kept his feet moving constantly. He never stopped. He moved a little laterally, but he never stopped. His feet were constantly moving.
2nd down and 4. 1:42 to go in the 1st half, tied at 7. Tri-State still with 2 timeouts left. Canuck is under center. Garvey in motion, turns around, play action fake, keeps it himself, and he is spun down by the jersey after a gain of about 1. The helicopter tackle across the middle for Manchester. It's 3rd down and around 4. They officially give him 1 for the freshman from Columbia City. Tri-State again still has 2 timeouts to go. 1:12 and ticking to go here in the 1st half. Tri-State 7 and Manchester 7. The tall Kurt split out to the right side. Could be a fade pattern action. We'll see. 3rd down and 3. Play action fake. Looking to throw. They throw it left sideline, and it is incomplete, and it is knocked out of the hands of Luke Hickok. The defensive back came over, and Jeremy Tarter made the play, knocked it away on the sideline, probably saved the 1st down and maybe more.
No question. He saved the day for Manchester on that.
Well, money is into the game. That's what they call him, Justin Hoover. And this will be a very, very important field goal attempt. It will be a 32-yard attempt from the middle of the field. Justin a year ago, 5 for 8. His long was 38 yards. Richardson to Holder. The hold is down, the kick is up, good. And the kick is perfect. And Justin Hoover has earned his moniker as money. Tri-State leads this ball game 10-7.
It's worth something.
Again, this is a team, perhaps in other seasons, early, down 7-0, made a stop. It could have easily been a 14-0 ball game, and we could have seen a different game out here today, but Tri-State's defense stepped up, got that stop, they turned the tide, and right now, at least for the time being, with 52 seconds, they have the lead, and we'll see how it goes. Hoover's in to kick. He's at the 35. Back is Jovan Joyner at the left side. It's the captain, Mitch Harnish, on the right side. The run up and the kick by Hoover. We'll see if they kick it short, and the answer again is yes. Caught at the 35-yard line, and the fair catch is called for by Jeremy Tarter, the player who made that spectacular defensive play.
Well, they're definitely kicking away from number 2.
Jovan Joyner, talked about him before, runs the 4.59 40. And he also has a 36-inch vertical leap, so pure athleticism from the sophomore. 47.6 seconds to go here in the 2nd quarter, but Manchester with a potent offense, plenty of time for them. They still have 2 timeouts left. They're going to try to go for the big play and get their athletes in space. Tri-State leading at 10-7, a Hickok touchdown, a Hoover field goal. And Brent Ash, the minibus, is in the game now after seeing his playing time dwindle here in the 1st half. We've seen him sparingly today.
I think we've got some more clock problems.
Yeah, again, this is the new rule. As soon as the ball is set, they whistle for the clock to run, and the clock begins to run. Before, it would not run, of course, until the ball was snapped. So this is something people are going to have to adjust to this year at all levels. That's just one of the rule changes. Another rule change is that we haven't talked about the kicking tee. It used to be 2 inches. Now it's 1 inch. So you're not going to see quite as deep kickoffs every time. Let's try to get a little bit more excitement from people getting some returns.
I'll be darned. Is that just this conference, Aaron? Or?
It's the entire NCAA from Division I down to Division III.
Well,
those are the rule changes.
Wake up here, Tom. Thank you. I haven't heard that.
Tri-State defense on the field playing very well as of late. Total yards now advantage Tri-State. They have 189 and Manchester has 165. Levi Canuck has thrown for 143 yards. 5 for 9. Very, very judicious in his completions. Hawkins 10 for 14 for 107 yards. And the rushing yards today, Tri-State 20 for 46, Manchester 20 for 58. They're still trying to get this sorted out, this clock situation. Manchester is a part of the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference, and Tri-State better get used to it because they play 3 members from that conference this year. They have a bye next week, then they play at Defiance, who's in that league, and then a week later they're at home against Franklin, who is also in that league. And preseason-wise, Defiance was picked 2nd, Franklin picked 3rd. The situation is rectified. The play is on, and the clock is moving. Again, it would have been stopped this time last year. They're taking a ton of time off the clock. This is time they need. Manchester down to 30 seconds, still with 2 timeouts. And they have wasted 20 seconds,
well,
and they're just going to put a knee down. So that explains it.
Yeah.
Manchester, with the spread offense, elects not to throw the ball and try to turn it over here at the end. The clock will continue to run. The first half will run out, and in about 17 seconds, you're going to hear a roar from this crowd because Tri-State leads at 10-7. And there it is. Tri-State coming off the field, leading at 10-7. They were down 7-0. It appeared as though it may be a 14-0 ball game, but the defense stood up tall. They blocked the field goal by Matt Eby, who right now is happy at the 40-yard line, walking off, and Tri-State at halftime leading this ball game 10. And Tom back on the line right now, getting ready to go. Tri-State will receive here in the second half. Had the momentum heading to halftime, but you've been a coach. What does it do when you hit halftime? Do you maintain the momentum or do you lose the momentum?
You actually, in my opinion, and it's not always every coach's opinion, Aaron, but I like to just go wild, scream and yell and vent out, get the guys to understand it's not over. We got a long ways to go, and you did this wrong, and you did that wrong, and by golly, you better shape up, or all hell's going to break loose. And you know, try to keep adrenaline flowing.
Here comes the run up and the kick by Phelps, and this second half is underway. It's caught by Tutterow at the 15 to the 20 to the 25 with a head of steam ahead to the 30, and he has finally stood up and tackled, but not before he gets up to the 32-yard line. That is Channing Tutterow, 5'8" and 160, the freshman from Marion. He went to Eastbrook High School. Tri-State will have good field position to start things off here in the third, leading this ball game 10-7. 22-yard return by Channing Tutterow. Tri-State offense is back, and very, very impressive once they got started in the first half. Levi Canuck, the quarterback, 5 for 9 in that first half, 143 yards. And he is under center. Garvey again in motion, fakes the sweep, play action pass, throwing right sideline, incomplete. And there was some contact. Tri-State players calling for an interference call, but none called, just shy of midfield, the right sideline 49. And Matt Land, the head coach, now arguing his cause, but to no avail at 2nd and 10. Canuck threw for over 2,000 yards in high school, 19 touchdowns. He has already come through today, connecting with Luke Hickok, in case you joined us late, on the big-time bomb across the top of the defense on the 63-yard touchdown pass. Tri-State 2nd down and 10 from their own 32, faking the sweep, back to pass, screen pass. Hershey catches it, breaks the tackle, and now he fumbles, and it's on the ground, and Manchester picks it up at the 20-yard line, and the Spartans will have the ball in the red zone, and that is a big-time turn of events. All of a sudden, Tri-State with the lead and the momentum, and as quick as that, a snap. It's a turnover, and Manchester has a chance to strike.
Have to play over it, though, Aaron. That's part of football, and I'm sure the Thunder will do that.
Troy Hershey caught the ball in the pass, tried to snake his way into the defense, but he was stripped. And the ball was on the ground, picked up on the left sideline, and now here comes Hawkins back on the field. 10 out of 14 for 107 yards in the first half. Tri-State defense has bowed its back twice, and they're going to have to do it again. Brent Ash is in the ball game. He's their starting tailback. Only 3 carries so far for 3 yards, and he had almost 600 yards a year ago. Ash the minibus, nicknamed after Jerome Bettis, who played his ball at Pittsburgh, also started with the Rams. Inside handoff, the fake. Hawkins keeps it himself, and he is tackled in the backfield. He drags Tab McNally forward for maybe a yard, but McNally, the Michigan native, came in, made the contact in the backfield. It's a gain of about 1.
A little bit of miscue on timing there, Aaron. They didn't mesh up very good. So I hope Tri-State takes advantage of that and force people in there.
Maciejewski back in the ball game, wide right. Harnish slot right. Jovan joining the slot to the left side. Yoder wide left. Joyner now in motion from left to right. Hawkins from the shotgun gets the snap, rolling right. Here comes Foster looking for the play, but he throws it complete to Harnish inside the 10, and he scatters out of bounds at the 6-yard line. The captain, a gain of 12 under pressure. He kept his cool. He could feel the player closing in from behind. That was Foster, and he connected with the captain for a gain of 12, and now it's 1st and goal from the 6.
You talk about pressure. There was 2 guys on him, one from behind and one in front. He still got it off.
Harnish had 21 catches a year ago, has 3 so far today. 1st down and goal, officially from the 7. 13:09 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Tri-State 10, Manchester 7, but the lead precarious right now. Hawkins gets the snap. He's going to take it himself to the 5, right sideline into the end zone, touchdown. And that is the power of Hawkins. He simply lowered his head and moved through the hole, forged by that big offensive line. And the Spartans have taken the lead. It's 13-10.
Well, there was a little threat of the fact that he is the quarterback. He could hold up and throw it in the corner of the end zone, and so it froze a few linebackers and a few of the secondary people. He's a run-pass option type guy.
Phil Hawkins started 2 games a year ago, only had 22 yards rushing. That's a 7-yard gallop for a touchdown. The kicker is in, the kick is up, and it is no good, wide left, and that's a big point in this ball game. So instead of being 14-10, Coach, Tri-State within a field goal, it is 13-10.
Very interesting. They missed that other field goal too, so they're probably going to have to go back drawing board on their kicking game a little bit.
12:59 to go here in the 3rd. Tri-State will be back on offense, but Manchester taking advantage of the turnover in the red zone. And they get the touchdown run from their sophomore Joel Hawkins, and it's a 13-10 ball game. Tri-State again has a bye next week. They return to action in 2 weeks at Defiance College. Defiance picked 2nd in their Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference preseason poll. Other MIAA games today, it is Butler at Albion, and Valparaiso is at Wisconsin Lutheran, playing in their beautiful new stadium. Manchester ready to kick, 12:59 remaining 3rd quarter. Tri-State now trailing it. It is 13-10. Tutterow back deep left side. Hickok to the right. Here comes the kick away. It is another short kick. It hits at the 20, and Luke picks it up. Hickok left sideline 25 with a seam 30, 35. Hickok shoulder tackle out of bounds at the 34. A gain of 14 for Luke, and Tri-State will start from there, looking to get back on the board. They trail it now 13-10. Hickok has 2 catches, both for 1st downs and 1 for a touchdown. That big yarder earlier. 63 yards in the touchdown. Tri-State offense back on the board. Hartman all the way to the right side, split out. The sophomore from Fort Wayne, Bishop Dwenger. In motion is Hickok. They give it to the fullback, Hershey, and he backs his way to the 38-yard line. Hershey hit immediately at the line of scrimmage, but kept churning those legs up to the 39.
Showed excellent balance on that run, Aaron.
Big bruising fullback, a gain of about 5. Hershey now 5 carries for 25 yards. He's a player who played in the defensive backfield a year ago. A 3-sport athlete in high school. Wide receiver to the right, wing to the right, and the give is to Hickok, sweeping right side. He gets the corner at the 40, inside step, tackled at the 43-yard line. He is close to a first down, but appears to be just short. Hickok used his speed to get around the right side and the seal-off blocks by the offensive lineman, but then the gap closed quickly by the defensive back, and now it's third down and short.
Third down and about a half yard.
Hickok's second carry of the day is 4 yards now, the sophomore from Indianapolis. Third down and short for Tri-State at their own 43-yard line. And Hershey gets the carry up the middle, and he lowers his head and carries a Spartan to the 46-yard line and carries with him a first down.
Picks up 3 yards.
Hershey described as a very, very gritty and tough runner by Matt Land, and we have seen that. So a first down for the Thunder. They trail it by 3, 13-10, with 11:38 to go here in the third. Adam Kurt split out to the left side. He has a catch here today. Split backs in the backfield. Garvey in motion, gets the ball on the sweep, picks his way to the 45, lowers his head, gets to the line of scrimmage, perhaps a yard. But Garvey tried to wait for the defense to maybe overextend himself and cut it inside, but they didn't bite on the fake. It's second down and long.
That's right. The pursuit was very good out of the Spartans.
Nick Garvey on the carry, his second of the ball game, a gain of 1. 5'9", 165 pounds. And here comes the sun again. The beautiful day here in Angola. 10:51 to go, third quarter. Tri-State down 13-10. Play action fake. Canuck back to pass. Throws it across the middle of the field, and it is complete for a first down. And making the catch was the tight end, Josh Craddock, for his first collegiate catch. Tri-State, a first down for the Thunder, a gain of about 11. Craddock from Fort Wayne also attended Purdue University as a student, but now playing some football. The gain of 12 officially. Tri-State now in Manchester territory. The Spartan 43. Wide right is Sam Hartman. And the trap play up the middle. Hershey breaks the tackle, drags Spartans down to the 36-yard line. That is a big chunk, a gain of 7. Hershey never stopped churning. It's second down and about 3.
35 seconds in the tackle. Along with 7, Brett Miller.
Nice to see the Thunder moving the ball.
7 carries, 34 yards for Troy Hershey, who had 21 tackles and a sack last year from his defensive backstop. Under 10 to go, third quarter. Tri-State down 13-10. Hershey gets the ball again. He protects the ball, sprints across the 35, down to the 33, near a first down. Appears to be just short. It's going to be third down at about a foot.
Hard to fault this young freshman quarterback Hawkins today, Aaron. He's done an excellent job from start to this point. If he keeps it up, it's going to be amazing to see what he's going to be.
Third and a foot at the Manchester 33-yard line. Kurt split out to the right side. Tri-State used the quarterback sneak in this situation before. This time they give it to Hershey again, lowers his head and forges ahead. A short gain. It appears as though he has enough for the first down. Referee puts the ball down at the 33, and we'll see. They're going to call for a measurement. This is close. Hershey lowered his head, tried to use his strength, and they're going to bring it on the field and try to measure for this. This is a big point in the ball game, but we've seen Matt Land coach. If they don't make it, they're going for it. You know it.
Matt Land has got the enthusiasm and the chutzpah, to use that word, to do it.
Again, Matt Land and Shannon Griffith both attended the same high school. Tri-State is just short, probably 6 inches short. They both attended Fort Wayne Northrop High School. Both played college ball at Ball State University. This is the first meeting ever between these two schools. Manchester has had football since 1924. Tri-State has had football since 1996.
About 3 inches, sorry, about 3 inches short, Aaron.
Tri-State to the line of scrimmage. Power formation. This is the same formation we saw with the quarterback sneak before for Levi Canuck. Straight up formation on the right side. And he tries it again, looking for penetration. There is little, if any, straight up the middle. And Manchester sideline is excited. They think they have stopped Tri-State. It will depend, as always, on the spot. All he needed was 3 inches of forward progress. And the referee has put the ball down.
The ball is shy of the 33.
And he did not make it. So Manchester has stood up tall. They stopped Tri-State on downs.
Well, that's
they
too
have
bad.
the lead and they get the ball back.
Boy, oh boy.
21, Atkins.
But one of those things you just have to go along with the officials say. I would say that he did have enough forward progress to amass 3 inches there, but it's just all about where he places that ball. That's one thing about football. It's the rub of the green.
8:57 to go here, third quarter. Manchester at their own 33, but they have stopped Tri-State's drive. They have the ball, leading 13-10. 2 wides left side, Joyner slot left, Harnish the captain in motion. Hawkins from the shotgun, inside draw, Brent Ash, and the mini bus carries across the 35, spilling Tri-State Thunder tacklers to the 37. That's the power we expected today, a gain of about 4.
Tri-State had a chance to get underneath the pads on the minibus, and he didn't take advantage of it, and he rambled on for 4 more.
5'10" and 220. Played basketball 2 years ago at Manchester. Second down and 6 from the Spartan 37. Trips to the left side. Wide left is our favorite name, Macheski, Michael Macheski, 5'10". Here comes the inside draw again. He spins at the 38-yard line and falls forward to the 40. Had some yards after contact, still about 3 shy of a first down, a gain of about 3. And Ash again has carried the ball in 2 consecutive possessions. 5 carries now for 10 yards for Ash, who averaged 4.2 a carry last year. He had 7 touchdowns. 3rd and 3 from the Manchester 40. Spartans 13 and Tri-State 10. 7:35 and ticking to go, third quarter. 2 wides each side. Not spread out as they normally are. Jovan Joyner in motion. Hawkins back to pass, setting up the screen. Now rolling right, getting pressure from Pierre Taylor. Throws it. It's complete. The 45 to 40, and he's off to the races. To the 30, Joyner to the 20, to the 10, and all the way into the end zone. That's a touchdown. Jovan Joyner, 60 yards. That was simply a jump ball. Coach, I talked about his athleticism before. He has that big 34-inch vertical leap. He caught it in traffic at the 40, and as soon as he did, all the defenders collapsed upon the play. It was nothing but green grass down the sideline. Touchdown, 60 yards.
Well, he went to the ball, Aaron. The corner and the safety, free safety coming over, didn't play the ball quickly enough. And in that case, Joyner went to it and kept coming to it.
Jovan Joyner's second touchdown catch of the day. Extra point is down, extra point is up, extra point is good. And the Manchester Spartans now lead Tri-State 20-10. You live from Tri-State University. Mike Smersina is the producer today. 7:13 to go, third quarter. Manchester leading at 20-10 after a 60-yard touchdown catch by Jovan Joyner, the sophomore. His second touchdown catch of the day. And the Spartans now lead it by 10. They took a 3-point deficit into the locker room, but have put up 2 touchdowns here in the third. First, a 7-yard scamper by their quarterback Hawkins, and now the big 60-yard play by Joyner. Coach, we talk about football being a game of inches. Pierre Taylor was just inches away from sacking the quarterback. He had to throw it up. It was up for grabs. Joyner just used his athleticism. All of a sudden, it's 7 points when it could have been a sack the other way. Here's Tutterow. He catches at the 15, he's to the 20, right sideline stacked and dropped at about the 27.
Well, add to that, Aaron, the 3-inch short of that first down, you know.
Absolutely.
Tri-State gets that first down, they go on the board maybe.
A game of inches, it always is. Tri-State tried the quarterback sneak, came up just short. Manchester took over and took advantage. Tri-State ball right now on offense, looking for some points. They trail at 20-10 with 7 minutes and rolling to go here in the third quarter. Again, the new rules in effect. The clock is running right now. Kanak is under center. 3-step drop, looking to throw, feeling pressure, and he's sacked, and he is thumped at the 20-yard line, feeling the pressure, a loss of 8. And that was Sam Kent with the sack, and you talk about strength. This is a player who benches 400 pounds and squats 573 pounds. That's the first on the entire roster for both of those aspects. He comes in with a sack. He had 7 sacks a year ago. That was tied for first on the team. 2nd down and 16, a loss of 6. Courtney Sanders in the ballgame, faking the sweep to him. Back to pass. Here comes the post pattern again. Across midfield, incomplete. And that time he threw it 5 yards over the head of the freshman streaking Adam Kurtz in the seam. It is 3rd down and 16.
Well, it was a good call. They needed to get something going, and there's always that chance you can hook those up. And if you do, that's 7 points, and you're getting things turned around, getting that momentum back, which is really critical right now.
Kurtz, the player who has had a 22-yard reception today. He was a big-time player in high school. Every catch he had, he averaged 16.5 yards per catch. And also returned punts last year, had a touchdown for his high school at East Noble. He's from Kendallville. 3rd and 16, rolling left is Levi Canuck, feeling some pressure, stepping up, stopping, and he's sacked again and dragged out of bounds at the 18-yard line. And now Manchester has the momentum. Their crowd is excited, their team is excited, and their offense is going to get the ball back, leading it by 10 with just over 6 to go in the 3rd.
Sometimes the series don't go the way you like them to go, Aaron. In this case, they were at the pass every time Tri-State had something going. They were getting cut off at the pass.
Chuck Knott on the sack, 5'11", 225 from Indianapolis, Warren Central High School. Had 2 sacks a year ago. And now Nathan Fitzsimmons in to punt for the first time today for Tri-State. Fitzsimmons gets it off. It is a high punt, but short. Right at midfield, it hits and takes a Spartan hop. Down by Tri-State at the 46-yard line by Kelly. But Manchester again with a short field at the Tri-State 46, leading it 20-10. A punt of 28 yards for Fitzsimmons, who was a 2nd-team All-MIAA punter a year ago.
Yeah, where's that 20-yard roll going the other way?
Manchester ball, all of a sudden, they've rolled off 14 points here in the 3rd quarter. They lead it 20-10. Coach, 5:13 to go in the 3rd. A very, very important defensive possession right now for the Thunder.
Absolutely. There's no question. Tri-State has to step it up right now. Maybe do a little more blitzing, maybe some stunning, maybe some twisting. By that I mean bringing tackles one way and ends around the other way, anything to confuse Manchester.
Maciejewski wide left, 2 wides to the right side. Wells back in the ball game, gets the inside draw, lowers the head, gains a yard, but he was hit in the backfield. Again, Pierre Taylor in on the action. Garvin actually had the tackle. It's 2nd down and 9.
Not a bad start. Need to keep it up, keep up the mo.
Wells 5'9" and 165 from Woodburn. He went to Woodland High School. 2nd down and 9 from the Thunder 45. Hawkins getting the play, informing the offensive line of the play. 2 wides right side. Tri-State showing blitz and coming. Here comes the quarterback keep, left side in the sweep, nowhere to go. He's wrapped out of bounds by Matt Eby. A negligible gain, if any, maybe a yard. It is now 3rd down and 8. And that's Eby again, the leading tackler from a year ago, and the captain stringing him out on the sweep to the left side and punishing him out of bounds.
And I know the listeners can't see him, Matt, but he's not really big in stature either.
5'10", 195, but pound for pound, they say
Tough.
The strongest
I
player
agree.
on the team.
Got that good closing speed.
Big 3rd down opportunity. 3rd down and 8. Tri-State's defense needs to get off the field. 3 wides to the right side. Joyner and Harnish. Hawkins steps back. He's offset by the tailback to the right side. Hawkins back to pass. It's Ash in the backfield, throwing across the middle. Incomplete. His intended target was Harnish, and there's a flag on the play. Apparently, Matt Eby had some contact with Mitch Harnish, the captain, as he came across the field on the slant pattern at the 35. And judging by the actions of Matt Land, he says that's an uncatchable ball, which means they wouldn't throw the flag, but they did. And that is going to give Manchester an automatic 1st down when it would have been 4th down and 8. The penalty is going to be on Matt Eby. It is going to be assessed and an automatic 1st down in the pass interference. The crowd does not like it, as you can probably hear from the crowd mic reaction. Again, Tri-State would have gotten the ball back down 10, but all of a sudden Manchester looking to strike. They have the ball at the Thunder 35, first down and 10, leading Tri-State 20-10.
There is a very nice crowd on hand today, too, I might add quickly.
Yep, very nice for both sides. Spirited crowd both ways. Hawkins back to pass. Joyner is in motion right to left. Shotgun. Hawkins inside draw to Wells, and he's spilled in the backfield by Tab McNally, who had his assignment down perfectly. He was assigned to the tailback, and he hit him low and chopped him down like a tree, a gain of 1.
Big play. Tri-State can turn that into the next down situation and force the Spartans into doing something silly.
McNally, a student last year at Western Michigan University, originally from Williamston, Michigan, which is in the Lansing area. Marketing major, 6'2" and 215, the freshman linebacker. Second down and 10, and the shotgun is Hawkins. Here comes the snap, the draw again to Ash, nowhere to go. He's hit by Eby, who slows his progress, and he keeps the legs churning, gaining about a yard after the contact. A short gain of about 2. It's third down and long again. Travis Foster, 6 feet and 225 from Monroe, in on the tackle as well, the criminal justice major. But Eby made first contact, the captain. And now it's 3rd and 8 from the Thunder 33. Trips to the right. Manchester 20. Tri-State 10. 3:16 remaining third quarter.
Be watching Joyner on this.
Joyner has 2 touchdown catches already, and Hawkins sees something he doesn't like. He's going to call a timeout.
Since 1977, Bob Busher Homes has designed and built over 1,000 homes throughout northeastern Indiana and lower Michigan. Their services include design, new home construction, demolition and rebuild, and remodeling. The Bell Point overlooking Lake James is Bob Busher Homes' 2006 parade entry with BANI. Give them a call today at 260-668-7667 or visit their website at www.bobbusherhomes.com.
Manchester back on the field, 3rd down and 8. The Thunder 33, back to pack is Hawkins, throws it deep, middle of the end zone, Joyner, and it's incomplete.
There's our boy Joyner.
Very well defended, and they have called a flag on this play.
No way.
A very, very late flag. Matt Land cannot believe it. He runs out on the field at the 25-yard line, and the crowd doesn't like it again. They threw that ball again on the post pattern to Joyner. And it looked, if there was any contact, to be incidental from where we sit, but there is a flag on the play, and it is laying right at the goal line. So probably that is going to be the call again, and Matt Land can't believe it. And instead of being 4th down and 8, again, it's going to be another automatic first down. Adam Schultz was in coverage back there. He was along with Ryan Malone on the play. And Matt Land still trying to get some indication, and apparently they pulled the flag back. Well, they had initially called the flag on Tri-State, and apparently the referees have conferred, and they have decided that if there was some contact, it was incidental. So now it will be a 4th down for Manchester, and we will see what they will do with the ball still perched at the 33.
Well, that's the first time in a long time I can recall ever an official coming back, but I think they grouped up and they made a decision that, hey, maybe this is not correct. And there was maybe a couple other officials saying, no, I don't think there was the contact was there. So that gives me a lot more respect for the officiating crew than just sticking with that rash judgment that really can hurt some
That's a
team.
Sign of a good crew when you put aside your ego.
Ego.
Yep.
Exactly.
Offensive pass interference.
And they actually called offensive pass interference, and the penalty is declined. So now a 4th down. Wow. An offensive pass interference. Must have been a shove before we saw the ball. But Manchester now looking to punt. The ball at the 33-yard line. Tri-State still with their defensive set. They don't have any players back at all to receive. That's Schultz, the safety back there, standing in center field. Here comes the snap. The punt is up. The pooch punt is to the left side, high in the air, and catching the ball at the 2-yard line after it deflects off a player is that guy again who had a very, very nice defensive play earlier. It is Jeremy Tarter, the sophomore from Gas City. And Tri-State pinned deep. The pooch punt works. They're at their own 4. They're down 10. The punt of 26 yards.
But Tri-State has the ball. Now you got to just work it and get some points moving in your direction.
Well, Coach, what do you do here? Pin deep in your own territory. Conservative, try to throw screen passes. What do you do?
Well, you got to be a little bit conservative, but that's what the defense thinks. So maybe the 1st and 10, they ought to just let it fly and see what happens.
We'll see. The run and shoot. Milton Sumter is in the ball game. He had 3 carries, productive carries in the first half, and he gets the ball again. He shifts inside of the 5 and then sprints ahead to around the 10-yard line. Sumter gains about 2.5. It's 2nd and long. Sumter now 4 carries for 16 yards. Again from Stark, Florida. 5'9" and 185, the freshman. Went to Bradford High School. 2nd down and 7. Ball now at the 10, getting a little more breathing room. Back to pass, Canuck. Throws slant pattern incomplete. And it's in and out of the hands of Cam Bailey. The ball thrown a little bit in front of him. Bailey paid the price, and the defensive back hit him as soon as the contact was made. And now it is 3rd down and 7.
Okay, now your screen pass right here, Aaron. I like that. I like that call. Maybe middle screen.
Yep, they tried the quick slant pattern, just thrown a little bit out of his reach by the freshman Canuck, who has been very, very accurate today. Sam Hartman's in the game. He's to the right. Cam Bailey's into the game. He's to the left. Milton Sumter's in the backfield. Tri-State 3rd down and 7. 1:59 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Manchester 20 and Tri-State 10. Canuck is under center, the freshman from Columbia City, showing blitz as Manchester, stepping back, throwing right sideline, in and out of the hands of Hartman, off his fingertips at the 20-yard line.
Oh.
Again, that ball just thrown a little too tall for Sam Hartman. Now it is 4th down and 7. So Canuck has now been incomplete on his last 4 pass attempts. And Tri-State will have to punt from the shadow of their own end zone. Fourth down and 7, 1:55 to go here in the 3rd. 20-10, Manchester leading Tri-State. Fitzsimmons on the field, the 2nd team MIAA punter from a year ago. 6'3" and 180 from Warsaw. Last year averaged about 37 yards per punt. And he kicks it off, and it is caught at the 45-yard line. Sam Hartman right there to see Wells haul it in. But again, the short field, a punt of about 30 yards for Fitzsimmons. And the Spartans will have the ball right now at the Tri-State 45, leading it by 10 with under 2 minutes to go here, 3rd quarter.
Plenty of time to do a lot. 10 points is not that insurmountable. I think we need to keep our heads cool and stay in this ball game, and the Thunder can come up with something that would really work.
Spread offense is back on the field. It has produced 14 points here in the 3rd quarter. Hawkins with a snap, inside draw to Wells, breaks a tackle to the 40, sprints across the 40 down to the 36. The violent collision occurs, but not before a gain of about 8 on 1st down for the freshman. It's 2nd down and 2.
Can't be letting them grind it out, though.
Rod Rogers in on the play for Tri-State, 6 feet and 170 from Fort Wayne Harding, criminal justice major. 2nd down and a long one. 1:14 remaining 3rd quarter. Spartans 20 and the Thunder 10. Checking off the line of scrimmage is Hawkins. He steps back to the shotgun. Wells now to his left. And the draw play again is to Wells. He is hit at the 35-yard line, but keeps his momentum moving, and he plunges forward for 1st down.
Chase, number 52, also in the tackle.
Thunder player pinballed off Wells as soon as he made the first contact, but able to keep his frame moving forward. 5'9", 165. He seems to run a lot harder than that frame. And now with under a minute to go in the 3rd, it's 20-10 and a 1st down Manchester at the Thunder 34. And a player now limping off the field for Manchester. One of their offensive linemen, it's Mark Keene, the senior, 6'2" and 260. And he is being replaced by Zach Watson, the freshman, 6 feet 255 from Bargersville, Center Grove High School. Ball back in play, under a minute to go third. Tri-State down 20-10. Manchester on the march again. Two wides to the right side. Joyner's the player to watch. He is slot right. Hawkins gets the play, option, pitches it right side to Wells, 35-30. And he's spilled by Tri-State just shy of the 30-yard line. He gains about 3, second down and 7.
Stop by 32, Latta.
Isn't it about time for a turnover one way or the other here? I don't think Manchester's lost the ball once today, have they?
Second down and 7 for Manchester at the Thunder 31.
Latta with the tackle, 5'11" and 165. He's the sophomore from Battle Creek, Michigan. Third on the team in tackles last year. Had 4 picks last year, which is tied for first on the team. And the clock is running, and it will run out, and this third quarter is over. Tri-State fans on their feet. We have finished 3. Manchester, the very, very productive third quarter. They took a 10-7 deficit and turned it into a 20-10 lead. We'll be back with the fourth after this. This is Thunder Football.
No one wants a
Earlier this afternoon, and after 3, Manchester 20 and Tri-State 10. Aaron Coyle and Tom Saylor with you. Mike Smersina back in the studio, your producer. Manchester ball, second down and 7 from the Tri-State 31. The third quarter, all Manchester. They now have outgained Tri-State for the game, 265 to 200 total yards. Manchester ball, Hawkins steps back, the shotgun look. Tri-State defense needs a stop, or as the coach talked about before, a turnover. Wells with a wide open hole to the 25 to the 20, dragging tacklers. Corey Latta inside the 15-yard line. That was a wide open, gaping hole straight up the middle, and Wells sprinted through it for a gain of about 15.
14-yard line, first and 10 for Manchester.
17 officially on the gain for Brandon Wells. Manchester in business, first and 10 from Tri-State's 14, leading it by 10. Hawkins gets a play from the sideline, forms the offensive line, steps back. Joyner slot left. The snap, inside draw again to Wells. Tries to turn the corner, leaves his feet, and he's tackled just shy of the 10-yard line. A gain of about 3. The Tri-State defense again needs to stand up tall. It's second down and about 8. Joe Curtis again in on the play from Walkerton.
Second down and 8 at the Tri-State 12.
Curtis, the golf management major, second on this team in tackles a year ago. The clock is running. It's down to 14:08 to go in the ball game. Manchester leading at 20-10, but within distance of the end zone. Second down and 8 from Tri-State's 12. Back to pass, Hawkins throws pylon left side complete, and it's the tight end Yoder, and he spins inside the 5 to the 4. He has a first down. It is first down and goal, Manchester. Jared Yoder's third catch of the ball game. He's from Frankfurt, 6 feet and 170. The sophomore attended Carroll High School. A gain of 10. It is now first down and goal from the 4. Joyner slot right, all the way to the right side is Maciejewski. Hawkins has Cardwell in motion, right, left, and now back right. Inside draw again as Wells. Has some room to the right side, and that's a touchdown. Untouched, unimpeded, into the end zone for 4, and Manchester leads this ball game 26-10.
Got a flag down though out there, Aaron.
There is a flag on the play, that's right. We'll wait to see what the indication is. Wide open hole though, nobody had any chance of even touching him. Wells has that speed, but we'll wait for the indication. They appear to be moving the ball back, possibly a hold, and it is a hold, and it's on Manchester, so that negates the touchdown, and for the second, Tri-State dodges a bullet. It's 20-10 again.
Maybe that's why there was such a wide open hole.
You wonder plays like that. Why is it so wide open? Well, that's the reason. Somebody was being held.
And like you say, it's time to really stand up tall right now. Make something happen.
Ball is now back to the 14. It's first down and goal from the 14. 13:31 to go, ball game. 20-10. Manchester leading Tri-State. Hawkins with the sweep to the left side, keeps himself to the 10, lowers his head to the 5. Hawkins still on his feet, and he is shy of the goal line.
Number 8, Hawkins, the ball carrier.
But a scrum to the left side, and Hawkins has shown his toughness the entire day. He takes it on the quarterback sweep just inside the 5. It's now second down and goal from that spot.
The defense did not flow that time. I don't know if they're getting a little bit tired or they just didn't see it coming.
And Hawkins now splits out to the left side. So we'll see exactly what happens now. Who they snap it to. Direct snap to Brent Ash. Runs it completely up the middle, and he is piled down at the 3-yard line. So they took their quarterback, split him left, and the halfback was left there to take the direct snap. And with some momentum, Ash caught the ball and rumbled for a yard. Now it's third down and goal at the 3.
I don't see that. Well, yes, he is. The minibus is in.
Yep, that was Ash with the carry. He remains in the game.
Yes.
Hawkins, the quarterback, back to his customary spot. We were warned of that play. We have Tyler Benner, who works at the radio station, who actually attended Manchester, talked about that play. He said from time to time they will put the quarterback out and direct snap it to the fullback, and that's exactly what they did that time. And a timeout is on the field. It's taken by Manchester. Kanaka's completed only one pass here in the second half. He is 1 for 5. And Manchester now third down and goal from the Tri-State 3. 12:25 to go in the ball game. They lead it 20-10. The Spartans looking to add to their lead. Yoder split out to the left side. Joyner slot right. Cardwell's tight end right. Harness, the captain, is out there along with Maciejewski to the right side. And the snap to the quarterback, takes it himself, lowers his head, bowls to the end zone, no indication yet, and now there is. It's a touchdown. Hawkins uses his hard-nosed effort to punch it in. It's 27-10. 26-10 pending the extra point. But Hawkins, again, we've seen a coach from both teams, both quarterbacks like to run the ball.
Yes, and Hawkins right now has got the upper hand because his confidence level is rising steadily.
Hawkins is a sophomore, 2 touchdowns rushing today. His first 2 of his career. Last year did not have a touchdown,
short
20-some yards, and the extra point comes up short. So it's a 26-10 Manchester lead with 12:19 remaining in this ball game. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more after this. We're back with you live from Shai Field, Momentum, Manchester. 12:19 remaining in the ball game. The Spartans have now extended their lead to 26-10. But as we were talking off the air, what that missed extra point does is allow Tri-State to mathematically be within 2 possessions. They always have to be 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions, but mathematically it is possible. If it were a 17-point game, it would not be possible.
Well, anything's possible, but not likely.
Tri-State back to receive. Here comes the run-up and the kick. It is end over end. It is deep. It is fielded at the 10 by Tutterow. 15-20. Cuts it right side, slices into the middle, and he's dropped at the 27-yard line. Channing Tutterow on the carry. Tri-State offense on the field. They need something, and they need something quickly. 12 minutes exactly showing on this clock. And the once excited crowd has now died down a little bit, looking for something to get excited about. It is a nice big crowd here today, as we talked about. Supposed to have been cloudy with a chance of showers, but we've seen nothing but sun today. And everybody here at Tri-State really trying to build this atmosphere, and coach, at least for the first game they have.
Well, and what I was trying to reflect on, possible, they can't do it in 2 scores, but it's possible to do it with a field goal beyond. I didn't want to give the fans the idea that we didn't think that we couldn't come back.
Tri-State sweep to the right side, hurdling a player ahead for about a yard. It appears to be Channing Tutterow on the far side of the field. A gain of about 1. And getting off the pile, it is Tutterow, 5'8" and 160 from Marion. His brother Zach also on this team. That's his second collegiate carry. And a gain of 1, 2 carries for 3 yards for Tutterow. Kurtz in the ball game to the short side right. Run and shoot offense trying to generate some points. Tri-State down 26-10. Sanders fakes the sweep. Canuck throws across the middle, incomplete and almost intercepted. That ball threw into coverage, and it was knocked down by Zach Smith, the starting outside linebacker. Smith from Warsaw was a second-team all-conference player in 2004 and 2005. So things have slowed down for the Tri-State offense. 3rd down and 9. Time now starting to become a factor. It's 11:16 to go in the ball game. 26-10 Spartans. Tri-State Cam Bailey split out to the left side. Hartman to the short side right. Wings in effect. Back to pass is Levi Canuck throwing across the middle field, complete to Hartman for a first down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 13 and a first down for the sophomore.
All right, there's a little spark for the Thunder team, and that was necessary to get this crowd back into it.
Hartman, one of only 2 Tri-State players who had caught a pass at the college level. He had 10 catches last year, including a touchdown. That came at Alma on a trick play. Blair Donay actually threw that ball from his wide position spot. But a first down for the sophomore from Bishop Dwenger. Tri-State ball throwing right sidelines. Hartman again complete at the 45, and he punishes a player down to the 41-yard line. Again, another first down to the sophomore, and Tri-State moves the sticks.
Nice job of throwing the ball sharp, crisp. Hawkins doing his thing right now, and looks like he's got some life going and breathing some fresh air into this offense.
A gain of 15 for Hartman after his gain of 13 on the previous play. Sanders in motion right to left, fake the sweep to him, back to pass, throws, and he's hit as he throws. It's incomplete. Manchester deep into the backfield, and knocking down the quarterback as he went to throw the ball was Adam Van Zyl, the sophomore from Burlington. It is 2nd down and 10. Tri-State ball there in Manchester territory at the 41. 10:38 to go here in the 4th quarter. It's 26-10. Manchester leading Tri-State. Josh Craddock in the ball game as a tight end. He has a catch today. Closed formation. Sanders now in motion. They fake the sweep to him again. Back to pass Canuck. He's throwing deep left sideline, and it's incomplete. And he overthrew Tutterow by 5 yards as he tried to break into the seam to the left side. It is 3rd down and 10.
He was pretty well covered on that one, though.
He was covered again by the player who made a big play early in the game. That was Jeremy Tarter, had a big knockdown. Tri-State eventually had a field goal on that possession, but he saved some points.
The reason I throw that in there is because it wasn't a purposely overthrown ball.
Right. 3rd down and 10 from the Manchester 41. 10:33 to go in the ball game. Canuck back to pass, reverse pivots, throws middle of the field, and it's incomplete, but almost a miraculous catch by Sam Hartman at the 30-yard line. He went airborne and tried to bring it down with his fingertips as he rolled down at the 30, but just out of his outstretched hands. It's 4th down and 10. Hartman's made a couple nice catches on this drive. Also almost came up with one that time. Time of possession, 7 minutes in the favor of Manchester for this game. Tri-State appeared to be going for it, but now bringing the punting unit on the field. So with the ball at the Manchester 41, they're going to punt the ball away, down 16 with 10:27 to go, and Matt Land is going to try to trust his defense now. Fitzsimmons in. Here comes the snap. The punt's a good one. It is deep. Now it hits at the end zone, into the end zone for a touchback. So net yard is not what you want, Coach. Usually as a punter, you try to hit it at about the 10, but it hit right at the goal line. Didn't really have any chance at all to stay in play.
And so important to make them handle it at this point. If you could drop it down on the 5 or something, or the 10, and make them get near it, maybe you get a fumble.
Yeah, you were trying to pin them deep, thinking through the logic of Matt Land there, but a 41-yard punt, but only the net of 21, which is the important stat. And Manchester has the ball with decent field position. They have the lead 26-10. Tri-State defense on the field. Oldham still playing the cornerback spot on the left side. Schultz playing in the middle. Ladd in the defensive secondary as well. Eby in at linebacker along with Foster, Tad McNally. And the inside draw to Wells, and there is no room to go at all. McNally made first contact. It was cleaned up by Travis Foster. He will lose a couple yards into 2nd down and 12.
Need more of that. A little bit of hustle showing the defense. That'll work.
Manchester still going with the no-huddle offense. The clock is down to 9:39 and rolling. 26-10, they lead Tri-State. Play clock down to 13. And now Wisely stepping out and trying to use some of this play clock. Time is to their advantage. Here comes the blitz and the sweep to the right side by the quarterback. He will not find the corner, and he is absolutely punished by Tri-State to the right side, and he got a shoulder right to the face, and it belonged to Joe Curtis.
It was a legal hit and got the crowd excited a little bit. You can use that.
So Tri-State lets him know you can try to sweep, but you're going to take some punishment. He did that time, but Hawkins has shown his durability, gets right back up. 3rd and 14, a loss on that play of about 3. Hawkins has 2 touchdowns running the ball. Jovan Joyner has 2 touchdowns catching the ball. And a 3rd and 14, Hawkins back in the shotgun. And the inside draw again to Wells. The 15 stutter step to the 20. He is ankle tackled by Foster and then fallen upon by Corey Latta at the 20-yard line. So a big defensive stop for Tri-State. They will get the ball back with 8:30 and rolling to go in the game. All 3 timeouts remaining, trailing at 26-10. Cam Bailey is back to return this punt. 6 feet and 160 from Columbia City. The high school teammate of the quarterback, Levi Kanak. Bailey is back at his own 46-yard line. The punter is Casey Allison, 5'10" and 190 from Madison Heights, Michigan. He fields at the 7, gets it away. And it angles toward Bailey, catches at midfield to 45, left sideline 40, breaks the tackle, and he's hit late out of bounds, and you can add 15 yards to that play. So a late hit on the left sideline. The scrimmage was a 38-yard line. Tri-State should have this ball at the 23, and the very, very short field, needing 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. So it was a big play, Coach. They needed a big play on that return. They got it on the initial return, and then you can add 15 yards to that. And Tri-State with a short field, needing to score quickly with 7:51 to go. They're down 26-10.
And I'm sure that young man's going to get chewed out a little bit for that late hit. They were clearly out of bounds, but sometimes it's hard to tell, but in that case, it wasn't necessary.
Ball all the way down to the 21-yard line. Tri-State just outside the red zone. Bailey's to the left side. Wide receivers Hartman is split out to the wide side right. Nick Garvey on the wing for Tri-State. He's the freshman, 5'9" and 165. And Luke Hickok is slot right. He's a player who has the catch for a touchdown today. The 63-yarder late in the first quarter. Troy Hershey still in at fullback. Kanak under center, calling it out, stepping back, quarterback draw off the middle 15, winding toward the 12, and he is finally spun down. Levi Kanak took a hit at the 12 or 13-yard line, but he had a wide open hole, and he gallops his way for about 7, but Tri-State right now has a player down, and this is not good. An offensive lineman is down. It appears to be Mike Fowler, the sophomore, 6 feet and 250 from St. John, a criminal justice major. Tri-State ball. Derek Jeffries now is into the ball game. The freshman offensive lineman replacing him. Throws it to the right side, complete to Garvey. Inside cut to the 10, and he's tackled Hyde at the 12-yard line. Did not appear to get the first down. He got 2. It's now 3rd down and about 1. Garvey's first collegiate catch. 3rd down and about a foot now from the Manchester 11. Kurtz is back in the game. Bailey takes a seat. Hartman takes a seat. The tight end Craddock in the game. Josh, 6'2", 193 from Fort Wayne. Attended Purdue University last year. He's the tight end right side. All by himself, split out to the left is Kurtz. This is where you might see the fade pattern. He's a 6'3" player. And they fake it, give it to the fullback. Takes up the middle. Hershey punishing players for a first down and more. Pinballs off a player at the 7. Slams forward to the 5. First down, Tri-State in goal.
That was some extra effort there too, Aaron. Like to see that. Nice hustle out of that young man.
6:40 remaining this ball game. 26-10. Tri-State trailing in this game. Kurtz out to the left side. Garvey wing right. Hickok wing left. Hershey is the fullback. Canuck is under center. And he gives on the sweep to Garvey left side, looking for pursuit. Inside of the 5 to the goal line, touchdown.
Oh.
He waited for his blockers. Very, very patient on the play. He waited for his blocking to develop at the 5. He saw that it did, cut it inside with a burst of speed, and a collegiate touchdown, the first ever for Nick Garvey. Tri-State now thinking ahead will need to go for 2. They needed 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. 6:25 to go. And a 5-yard gallop by Nick Garvey from the right wing position. And Tri-State goes for 2, and this is the ultra important conversion play. Kurtz to the right side along with Garvey. Hickok left. And the fake sweep, back to pass, Canuck, rolling right, looking to run, still looking to pass. Now he backs up and throws it incomplete into the end zone. And it looked as though Canuck had some opening to the right side. Instead of electing to run it, he wanted to wait for his receivers to come open. And then the defense converged upon him, and he threw it incomplete to the right side. Then Tri-State's bid comes up empty, but the important part is the touchdown. Now a 26-16 game, so they will need to score twice again for Tri-State to be in this game. A combination of a touchdown and a field goal will tie it. But the defense has to come up with a stop first. 6:25 to go in this ball game.
Well, let's go back to that extra point try again real quickly, Aaron. I'm not so sure. You know, it's tough to see from this angle up here. It looked like he could have just ran it there very simply, but there were people coming, and there's another pursuit angle that he saw that we didn't see from up here. So I'm not going to fault him on that. He's got a lot of class and a lot of savvy for, like you said earlier, for a freshman quarterback.
Absolutely. He's shown it in every facet of the game so far, making his collegiate debut. It cannot be underestimated how difficult that is with a new offense. He has run the ball well. He has thrown the ball well. He has made good, heady decisions. Probably a little early for an onside. We'll see. Justin Hoover has it teed up at the 35. Down 10 with 6:25 to go. He kicks it long in the air. It is a short kick, though. Cardwell calls for the fair catch, and he makes it at the 25. And now it's up to the Tri-State defense. Needs to try to get this ball back. Down 10 with 6:21 remaining in this game.
Just checking to see for wind direction what difference that's going to make this quarter. Who's got it? I can't seem to pick up on it. Doesn't seem to be a whole lot. If there is any, it might be coming into Manchester's face a little.
Yeah. They have the wind with them a little bit, judging by the flagpole outside the 20-yard line, but I don't think it's enough to be a factor.
No.
Brent Ash, the minibus, is in the backfield. Harnish, the captain, split out to the right side, along with our man, Maciejewski. First down and 10, rolling down to 6 to go in the ball game. Manchester leading 26-16. Inside draw, the minibus, and he is tackled. He breaks down at the 25. It's second down and 10. Tri-State again have been very, very aggressive in this running game for Manchester. They have done most of their damage when the quarterback has run the ball. Hawkins has 2 touchdowns from his quarterback position. Trips to the right side. Jovan Joyner has a couple touchdown catches today, is in the slot to the right. Ash still in the ball game. Harnish out to the right side along with Maciejewski. Tri-State crowd now trying to get the defense spurred on, but the defense chant, draw play with some room, rumbling across the 30, near the first down. He appears to have enough, and that time the bus rolled on for a gain of 11 and a first down, and a very, very big first down because it keeps this clock running, and it's a 10-point ball game with Manchester up front.
Well, he's going to get his carries. There's no doubt about it.
A gain of 11 for Brent Ash, the player who gained almost 600 yards, had 7 touchdowns a year ago, averaged 4.2 per carry. Shotgun is Hawkins. This is the straight sweep left side. He lowers his head and plunges into the Tri-State defense to the 39, and another Tri-State player is down. Quarterback gains a couple yards, probably 3. Tri-State player trying to stand up at the 33-yard line, have yet to get a number on him. We saw Mike Fowler go out earlier. Now we get indication that it's Travis Foster. Brandon Hall, the statistician, helping us out. Foster, the senior from Monroe, is down right now. Second down and 5 from the 38. And the draw again to Wells. He picks his way across the 40 and then lowers his head and uses his momentum and strength to forge his way to the 45, and he is just shy of another first down. Clock is rolling. Tri-State with 3 timeouts, and it's getting to be about the time where they need to use them. Hawkins, the quarterback, 2 wides to the right side. 3rd and 1 from the Manchester 45. Spartans 26, Tri-State 16. Tri-State looking for a stop here on 3rd down. Hawkins still from the shotgun. And Hawkins gets it, hands it off to Wells. Wells near the first down mark, but he's wound down by Courtney Pearson, who has entered the game we talked about. A very, very quick and strong player, and he has pulled him for a loss. He does not have the first down. Tri-State imperatively needed the stop there, and they should get the ball back with a loss of 1. It's 4th down and 2 with 3:32 to go, and Tri-State with 3 timeouts. Tri-State not electing to use a timeout right now. Cam Bailey's going to be back to receive. The punter is back in. It's the freshman, Casey Allison. Remember, Tri-State had the big play last time on Bailey's return. Had a nice return, but tack on the personal foul to that. And here comes the punt. It's away. It's a clean punt. Bending to Bailey, who catches at the 20, the 25, left sideline, inside cuts to the 30, and he's tackled by the ankles at the 30, a return of 9 yards, and 2:58 to go in this ball game. It is 26-16 Manchester. Tri-State needs points, and they need them quickly.
There's still time to get this job done, though. We can't count this game over yet.
Here's where the new rule comes into effect, though. Before, the clock would be stopped. Now, as soon as this ball is set, they will run the clock. That's what they're doing right now. Tri-State with 3 timeouts, but the clock is running with 2:50 to go. Back to pass, Canuck throwing right side complete to Luke Hickok, but for a short gain, he is wound out shy of getting out of bounds. The clock will continue to roll. It's 2nd down and 9. Tri-State not using a timeout, 2:34 and rolling, down 26-16. Back to pass, Levi Canuck, reverse pivot, throws middle of the field, and it's in and out of the hands of Sam Hartman at the 46-yard line. The incompletion will stop the clock. Tri-State trailing it by 10.
And Tri-State's gone to a hurry-up offense too here, Aaron.
Yep.
They're hustling, trying to get some plays in. That completion was kind of critical because it would have been a first down. It would have stopped the clock.
So Levi now has some time to get the signal from the sideline. Cam Bailey split out to the left side. Luke is along with him in the slot. Under center's Levi Canuck. Back to pass, reverse pivots again. Flush from the pocket, rolling left, throwing sideline, and it's tipped out of bounds by Manchester. Closing quickly on the play again was their big linebacker, Zach Smith. Luke Hickok, the intended receiver, along the left sideline. It is now 4th down and 8 with 2:20 to go. Tri-State needs to go for it. Zach Smith is a linebacker, 6'2" and 215, but he is the 3rd fastest player on this entire roster. Runs a 4.6 40, and we saw that speed on display. He looked like a defensive back getting out there, sticking out his left hand and knocking away that play. And Tri-State appears to be punting the ball with 2:20 to go and down 10. Nathan Fitzsimmons does punt the ball. They will punt the ball back to Manchester. It hits at the 35. Manchester backs away from it, takes a Tri-State hop. It is down at the 27-yard line. But down 10 with just over 2 minutes to go and 3 timeouts. Tri-State elects to punt the ball.
Hopefully he can get him 3 and out and have time to get in better field position with the distance of that punt. A couple ways to look at it, and maybe hope that they'd handle it and fumble it or something.
Yep, they need to use their timeouts now. The ball is spotted. As soon as it is, the clock will start again. Tri-State on D. Hawkins, the sophomore who has run this offense extremely well here today at only 2 starts a year ago. Manchester looking for only their 3rd win in the past 2+ seasons. Hawkins waits. And there's a whistle on the play. And I think it's another concern with the clock, having this new rule, trying to see exactly what's going on. I'm not sure if somebody called a timeout or if the referees are just talking about this new clock situation or if Tri-State is a player down. I'm not sure. The referee, the back judge, now trotting over to talk with 3rd-year head coach Shannon Griffith. This is a Manchester school known lately for baseball. They've had 5 straight 30+ win years under Rick Esposette. And also, this is a cool school known for basketball. That's where Steve Alford first coached from 1992 to 96. Alford now the head coach at University of Iowa. But whatever it was, and I don't know what it was, it's rectified. The clock is running. Hawkins is back to receive from the shotgun. And here it comes to the draw play to the minibus, and he is tackled. Little if no gain. We'll see if Tri-State calls a timeout. With 1:38 to go, I hear a whistle. They did call a timeout. And Hawkins back on the field. The snap is behind him. He picks it up, and he's running for his life, and Matt Eby knocks him down for the sack at the 12. Tri-State needs another timeout, and they get it with 1:32 to go in the ball game. It's 26-16. But again, getting back to those rules, I think was really necessitated by all those TV games too. Of course, these Division III games aren't on TV, but what starts at one NCAA level trickles down to all the others, so they have to follow the rules and really make some adjustments here.
Probably had something to do with the sponsors too. Probably saying,
Could be.
I don't know. They're taking some of them away though too if they don't have as much time. I don't know which way to go with that.
Yep. Getting back to Steve Alford, you remember the time he was at Manchester? Just, of course,
absolutely. I played golf with him.
Really?
Yeah, Todd and I both did.
Won the national title, of course, at Indiana. Was an Indiana legend. Then went down to Manchester, coached there. As I said, won 78-29. When did you play golf with him? What was the story there?
In Manchester. We went back after Todd had graduated and played in several golf tournaments, and Steve always was there to play with you on one hole or whatever.
Now, his hair never moves in the basketball. Did it move on the golf course at least?
Absolutely not.
Unbelievable. It defies logic.
He was a class act.
3rd down and 22. Under center for the first time is their quarterback. And he hands it off to the minibus. It is Ash with no room. Tackled immediately. Tri-State, we'll see if they call another timeout. And the good news for Tri-State is that tackle was made by Travis Foster, who's back in the ballgame and looking healthy. Tri-State does call the TO with 1:27 to go. It is a 26-16 ball game. Still needing to score twice and not having any timeouts to work with.
It still can be done.
But they would certainly behoove themselves nicely to get a big return on this play. And again, that new rule, as soon as they get the punt, as soon as it's set down, the clock will begin to roll again.
True, but you know, we can got what? How many timeouts left? 1, 0. They're all gone.
They've used all 3 in this possession, so
that's not good.
We are going to see something at the college level that we have not seen. We're going to see quarterbacks spiking the ball on 1st down as soon as they get the ball after a punt. That's something we've never seen before. We're going to see that now. Cam Bailey's back to receive. He's had his midfield stripe, the TSU Thunder logo getting ready to go. Punter's inside his 5. Tri-State hoping for a bad snap. Here comes the snap. It is a good one. He's taking his time, and he gets it away. Sanders almost gets a piece of the punt. Backs Bailey up to the 42-yard line. Cam on the run, left side, and he cannot elude the Manchester defender. He's at the 41. He was strung out completely and knocked down from behind by Bo Bratmiller, the sophomore from Markle. And with 1:19 to go in this ball game, Tri-State down 10, needing 2 scores. As soon as they set the ball, the clock will begin to roll as the winding motion indicates from the referee. And we are seeing that right now. Clock begins to go. 3 wides to the right, 1 to the left. Hershey in the backfield. Kanaka under center, rolling right. Setting up a throw. Sideline throws. across midfield. And did he catch it? No, he caught it, but he was out of bounds. It was Adam Kurtz to the right side at the 38, but out of bounds is 2nd down and 10. 1:06 to go in the game. Manchester 26, Tri-State 16. Tri-State with a bye next week. They return to action at Defiance on the 16th. That's a 1:30 kick. We'll have the pregame at 12:45. 2nd down and 10. Canuck back to pass, this time left side, throws it sideline, and it's complete to Cam Bailey across midfield near a 1st down. He appears to have enough. Bailey took it into Spartan territory. He needed 10, looks like he got about 11. That's Bailey's 2nd catch of the ball game. It is a 1st down, so the clock will stop until it is set. Now it is. Under a minute to go. Canuck rolling out. Now stopping middle of the field, looking to throw. He throws middle of the field, incomplete. And mixed up on the coverage that time. Bailey was cutting right. Canuck threw it left. It's incomplete at 2nd and 10. Bailey, 1st team all-conference in baseball in high school, also a track athlete, a 3-sport athlete. Showed his athleticism here today. 52.1 remaining in the game. Tri-State down 10 at the Manchester 48. Back to pass, throws in the flat. It is complete to Hickok. He needs to get out of bounds, and he does scamper out at the 40-yard line. He is shy of a 1st down, but the clock is stopped. It's 3rd down and short.
It's good execution on that play. If we can do about 3 or 4 more before the clock runs out and get an onside kick, and then something could happen with a Hail Mary. It's still there. Don't leave the listening audience. Don't go away yet.
A gain of 8 for Luke Hickok, his 3rd catch of the day. 47.1 remaining, stepping back, throwing complete to Bailey for 1st down at the 30. Stiff arm, breaks the tackle, 25, gets out of bounds at the 24-yard line, and now we have a late hit. So you can add 15 more to that, or half the distance. Cam Bailey caught the ball in space, broke a tackle with a stiff arm at the 25, carried it out of bounds at the 23, then a late hit, personal foul. And Tri-State will add half the distance to that with 41.7 seconds remaining. Coach, you're right, 26-16, try to score early, get an onside, and try to do it again.
There's always time. Tell you know who sings.
Half the distance means it's at the 12-yard line. This is the spot you might go for the fade pass. Try to get the ball into the end zone. No timeouts remaining. They cannot afford to have a completion shy of a 1st down in play because the clock would roll, and they just simply don't have the time to allow for that. Kurtz out to the right side. He's the tallest receiver. Left side is Cam Bailey. In motion is Luke Hickok left to right. They fake the sweep, throw it right side, incomplete. And again, a little miscommunication, a slant pattern in for Kurtz. He threw it outside of him, and it's 2nd down and 10.
That's too bad. He had him about a half a step. He was still well covered, though.
Yep. 38.8 remaining. Tri-State down 26-16. Ball at the Spartan 12. 2 wides to the right side now. Garvey with the wing. And Kurtz long. And the play action fake. Looking to throw. He throws it right sideline. Incomplete. And he didn't have anybody open that time. That time decided just to throw it away. 3rd down and 10, 33.7 to go. Yeah, he was double coverage, and the right side of the end zone said he tried to throw it short and threw it away and cut his losses and lived to play another down. That's what he did, and that's really some maturation showing by the freshman.
The only choice he had, he tries to run it, he gets caught in bounds, the clock runs. That would have been worse.
3rd down and 10. Here Tri-State goes again. Kanaka's under center. Stepping back to pass, looking right, feeling pressure, sets up the screen pass to Hershey, right side of the 10. Troy cuts it inside, grabbed by the jersey and spilled, shy of a 1st down, and the clock is rolling. It is down to 20, and that is a scenario Tri-State did not want, because now it is 4th down and 4, but the clock is down to 14 seconds. Tri-State to the line of scrimmage. Canuck under center. And he steps back, throws the fade pattern right side of the end zone, and it's a touchdown. Tri-State catches it. Adam Kurtz, the player we talked about before, at 6'3". The fade pattern to the right side is simply a jump ball.
Perfect soft touch, though.
And I think there's a flag on the play, and I think it might be an offensive pass interference. There is a flag on the play, and Manchester pointing their way. That's exactly what it is. They said on the fade pattern that Kurtz pushed off, and the offensive pass interference will nullify everything. 4.6 seconds left, and now Manchester will have the ball, and all they'll need to do is simply put the knee down, and they will have their 3rd victory in 2+ years.
Defense pass interference of the offensive team. Deep clock. First down.
Manchester 26, Tri-State 16. All it will take is a knee now for the sophomore, and this game is academic. 2 touchdowns in the 3rd quarter. That was the difference. And I'm not sure what's going on right now. The crowd calling for something. Tri-State.
Well, they're saying if they declined it, the score should count, I guess.
Yeah, they said they declined the penalty, which doesn't make any sense because if they decline the penalty, then it is a touchdown.
Right.
So there is confusion right now for Tri-State. You would accept the penalty, obviously.
Correction to the field. That was a 4th down play. By the illegal touchdown, the ball will come back. The penalty will be accepted. Will be 3-5.
So the penalty is accepted. Matt Land isn't happy, though. That's just a miscommunication right there. Obviously, they're going to accept the penalty. But getting back to what I was saying, in the 3rd quarter is really the big difference in this game. Tri-State was up 3 at halftime, but then 2 touchdowns, a 7-yarder by the quarterback, Joel Hawkins, and then the jump ball, the game of inches, as we talked about, the 60-yarder by Jovan Joyner, really changed the complexion of the entire ball game.
Yeah, that 3-inch non-conversion to 3rd down, that looms big in my head for them.
Well, Tri-State with the ball. They will throw to the end zone, and it is caught again, and that time it's a touchdown.
Well, it's still not,
Time has run out, though, on the clock, so they accepted the penalty, but Tri-State had the 4th down play. They stepped back and threw and completed it into the right side of the end zone.
The extra point does not matter in the final score, so the ball game is over.
And Tri-State will not attempt the extra point. It is 26-22, and that is the final. So some strange happenings abound here at the end of the ball game. Some confusion on both ends, exactly what happened with that penalty. Eventually, they decided to accept the penalty, which gave Tri-State another 4th down attempt. They threw it into the end zone. That was a touchdown. But another new rule this year comes into effect. If it does not affect the outcome of the game, they do not attempt the extra point. That is what happened right there. So that's why Tri-State didn't try it. And the final score is 26-22 Manchester.